You talked about the ADC.
The ADC, yeah.
Look, most of us are quiet. It doesn't, so most people don't know our antecedents. I was there at the beginning of the formation of the political parties in this dispensation, 1997, 98, in the very first meetings, and learned under the masters. Sorry a little bit because I have a cracked voice. I've been speaking for the past 1 week.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, several meetings and so on. Now, so I know how this started. And if you look at a man like me who, because of my love for ideological politics, politics bereft of ideology is empty and it's not attractive to me. Some of us are in this for service, not for appointments, not for contracts, not for positions. Okay? So we look at the ideological content and the clarity of vision and the direction that a party and a leadership are going. And I don't see that in the APC, unfortunately. Okay? The APC has left Nigeria more divided. The APC is built on the fault lines of our country. Okay? Ethnicity and religious bigotry have taken center stage. And I can't be associated...
Under this current administration?
No, it's APC I'm talking about, Femi. It's APC. The late President Buhari took Nigeria from top to bottom. APC. And here, the current president has taken Nigeria behind. Whether you're talking of exchange rate, whether you're talking all indices of development, okay? So I feel that there is need for a new beginning. You talked about the ADC.
Indeed.
First, I commend the leaders of the ADC because, you see, you can't have democracy without opposition. My friends and colleagues who used to be in the AD with me, okay, some of them older people.
The Alliance for Democracy.
The Alliance for Democracy, 1998. I was there when they were forming it. Then the People's Consultative Forum. Most of the people who are in fact don't even understand how it came about. The president was part of it, okay? I was a young man following the masters, okay? Right from my own South-South and the Southwest and across the country. MD Yusuf's MDJ, I was part of it, okay? From there to the Alliance for Democracy. So you should know that I'm not an establishment politician. If the establishment is doing what is right, it's got to be supported. If the establishment is not right, it's got to be pointed out. It's got to be challenged. It's got to be opposed. That's why we are in a democracy. And so when you talk of the ADC, I appreciate the work that the leaders of the ADC are doing. And by the way, a number of them are good friends and associates. I have a lot of regard for them as they do for me. But I'm not seeing ideological clarity in the ADC. I believe that any party that I will fully commit to must be clear about certain essential fundamentals. Commitment to a federalist Nigeria. Okay? That was why we were in AD. Commitment to constitutional democracy. Commitment to governing priorities, national security. Okay? Devolution of powers. Emphasis in education, affordable health care, an improvement of the economy, a Pan-Africanist-based ideology in terms of foreign policy. These and many more are issues that I'm very passionate about.
But we hear most political parties say this. We see it in their manifestos.
Well, like the APC manifesto that promised devolution and restructuring and never delivered. They went as far as setting up a committee under John Oyegun's chairmanship of the APC, and I commend him for that, chaired by El Rufai. And that committee did a good job. If they had implemented that committee, probably, Femi, I would have been APC. Now, the difference between me and a number of other politicians is that I'm a politician of conviction, with commitment to fundamental principles and ideologies that I believe in. I'm not in this for office, I'm not in this for money, I'm not in this for position or for contracts. That is good, and I don't envy those who have that, or who make that a priority. But I want to live Nigeria better when at the end of the day, my political service and life itself is done.